Hey, good day everyone, this is Blueye95 and welcome to more Dota. So here is a game, as you can see, I'm right here, that I played. It's a ranked game, and who I will be playing against, you will probably see it in the title, so I will just spoil it. It will be Witch Doctor. So, as you can see, we are in Captain's mode, even though this little thing is overlaying it. It is Captain's mode. They're taking a while to pick. I'm gonna speed this a little bit up to 4 speed.
Reserve time.
That's better. So we're the top team here. We have Dazzle, Witch Doctor, Clockwork. Pretty good lineup so far. They actually lack a lot of stuns, with Crystal Maiden being their only disable, Frostbite. So that's my mouse.
5
Don't
seconds
know.
remaining. Reserve time.
Chat. Or whatever. So we pick Silencer to counter a Weaver, so I'll just skip through the pick and ban stage.
Radiant team pick.
There we go. Not on 0.25 speed, on max speed. And we pick Alk.
Radiant team pick.
So, as you can see, I'm going to play Witch Doctor today. I'm going to explain the skills as well, and some decisions that I made this game. So it will be on player perspective. We will only see my view of the game, so we're not going to look at others that much. But then again, I hope it doesn't lag that much. Okay, there we go. There we go, and regular speed.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah. Now I'll just keep this open. So, since I'm a support, I bought Courier and Wards. One of the supports should always buy the Observe Wards and the Courier, and what I did there, I gave an Observe Ward to Clockwork, since he's going to be our offlaner, and if you usually want to give an Observe Ward to your offlaner, so that they can set a ward for their safety, so that they cannot get ganked. And here's the first pause. This game has a lot of pauses, so I'm gonna click through the pause. Here we go. Still pauses. There we go. I'm right here in the jungle. I also bought a Smoke of Deceit, which is good for ganking. Right now I'm placing this Observer Ward here. And yeah, I'm going to be playing some support. So,
time to man up.
Time to man up, and there's a double damage rune bottom, which will get grabbed by the Venomancer here.
Into the Valley of Death rode the 5 idiots.
Well, let me just explain his skills for you right now. His first skill, pause again. Wait, let me click through the pause. There we go, pause is done. This game had a lot of pauses. It's kind of annoying. We're a little bit further in. Let me see. Okay, this was the first pause. This was another pause. Okay. This pause wasn't that long then. Let me just talk in this pause. Paralyzing cask. Launches a cask of paralyzing powder that ricochets between enemies. So, you throw it on an enemy and then it bounces to another one, including creeps, and it stuns and does damage every time it hits something. And at level 4 it does 150 damage, bounces 8 times, stuns heroes for 1 second and creeps for 5 seconds. So that's the skill I'm going to be maxing, since it's pretty good at creep clearing and team fighting.
Time to man or woman up.
Okay, there's the pause. Here's the same pause. There's the double damage again. There's going to be another pause. Then we have Voodoo Restoration.
Welcome to Pyrion Guide to being a Dota 2 announcer.
Which it's a toggle spell, and if I turn it on, I burn a certain amount of mana per second, 80, 12, 8, 12, 16, 20, and I heal nearby units for a certain amount per second, which can scale to 40 hit points per second. So it drains your mana, but you can actually heal a lot. I think I grab 1 point of it early, and then I max it last, since I do not have the early mana pool to sustain that. And then we have the third skill, Maledict. Maledict curses all enemy heroes in a small AoE, causing them to take damage every 4 seconds. That Crystal Maiden looked AFK. Every 4 seconds, and it does more damage if they lost 100 HP during this cast. So, say I cast Maledict, And 4 seconds later, they have lost 100 HP. Then I get 16, 24, 32 or 40 bonus damage. So what I usually do is I cast Maledict in the beginning of the fight, because when they get hit, it will do more damage and it will actually kill them off. So right now the Dazzle is pulling, so I'm going to support my Alchemist in lane, harass the Crystal Maiden and the Weaver to ensure that Alchemist can farm as much as he wants, which he seems to be doing alright now. Let me put up last hits. He already has 5 last hits. Dazzle has 1, I have 1. And hey, there's a free Venomancer! Thank you! Okay! So, I would just walk in the woods, get first blood. And suddenly a Venomancer pops up and we kill him. So what happened there, the Venomancer got the double damage bottom. And he almost killed Silencer, and then he took too many tower shots. And went some way, didn't go back to base, but went up into our lane, and well, he just fed me a kill. That was a free kill. So I get a free first blood, get my boots, and even a magic stick, or magic wand. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then my final skill, which I haven't talked about, is Death Ward. I place a ward, that's my ultimate though, I place a ward on the ground, which cannot be destroyed. And cannot be interrupted. You have to interrupt me, so I can just stand a bit far away. So here, meanwhile they initiate. The Crystal Maiden used the skill, I use my cask defensively. And it looks like we actually might get a kill on the Crystal Maiden here. I see her walking around, so I take a shortcut, so I can right click her. 1 right click, 2 right click, and she's dead. I'm not sure if we go for more here. I do want to go for more. And then we back off. Okay, so Death Ward, what it does, it shoots every 0.25 seconds, so 4 shots a second. It shoots out, and it hits enemy heroes only in a 700 radius. And it does 60 damage per shot at level 1, and 120 at level 3, which is a lot of damage. If you will see it in action later, hopefully, and you will then see how much damage it actually can do. So right now the Alchemist only has 7 last hits. Timbersaw has 8. They are outlast hitting us right now, but we already got 2 kills. So if we look at the net worth, Alchemist is up top, I'm here, and then they are in between, because Alchemist got assist gold. So let's back to last hits and denies. Our Dazzle's meanwhile still pulling. There was a little bit lag spike there, and another pause by me because our clockwork. I'm just gonna fast forward through the pause instead of click on the timer, since then I'm sure that right now I'm just checking the enemy's inventories, so I'm sure that I won't miss any action. And now he lags, blah blah blah. So yeah, so what I usually do is max cask, then Maledict with 1 point in voodoo restoration. And I was saying there, yeah, the clockwork is installing a new modem, and of course Death Ward. More disconnects, and oh, we pause and we go again. But yeah, I got my magic wand, I got boots, still got my smoke. I have a sentry, I got one from Dazzle, since I don't know, he missed room, but Venomancer is reconnected, everyone is reconnected, and we go. There we go, we're back. So right now I'm trying to deny the creeps. In my lifestealer game I talked about denying creeps. When they're below 50% of the HP you can attack your own creeps. And if you get the last hit on your own creep, that's called a deny. Then you deny the opponent experience. So they get less experience from that, and they cannot get their own last hit, so they will lose gold. Let me see. Our Dazzle said that this camp was warded, as you can see. So if a ward stands near a creep camp, it will get blocked. Which means there won't be any creeps that spawn there. So I pop my sentry, and we kill the ward, get some easy money. Just some things you should do as a support. 1, always buy wards, and meanwhile the Timbersaw TP top, I Maledict, I think the Weaver will most likely time-lapse out of it. Or he will just die because of the Maledict. I'm wondering. There he is. I was so close to him. Oh wow. Now that I see how close he was to me, I nearly saw him. The Weaver almost died because of the Maledict combo, which is pretty good. And the Weaver's still here. Wow. Sneaky Weaver. But yeah, I'm giving the last hits to our carry, which is Alchemist. I'm trying to deny my own creeps and harass the opponent so that the other player, the carry, can get as much last hits as he can, so that he can get a lot of items as fast as possible, so he can carry us to victory. So again, as a support, buy Observer Wards, buy the Courier, buy Smoke of Deceit, buy Mechanism, stuff like that, to make sure that your carry player has as easy of a time as you can to win the game. So your job is to make his life easy, let him farm, and then he will win you the game. That's basically the trade-off. Usually supports are ones with good early stuns and long range, so you can harass. And it looks like this Alchemist wants to fight. I'm just right-clicking it right now, annoying it a little bit, while the Alchemist farms. As you can see, actually the Alchemist gets bonus gold because of his Grievous Greed, which is why Alchemist is one of the better farmers, because he can farm pretty fast. I hear a Timber Saw, and Dazzle will just be fine. He was pulling and trying to kill the neutral creeps. So this early game we won this lane basically, and there he is again. I didn't know what was happening to him, but I'm gonna throw my cask. It will not bounce. That's the one downside. If you catch someone who is alone, it will not do that much, since the cask will not bounce to other things. But say if two people are next to each other, and you throw a cask on that, then then it will bounce back and forth between those two, effectively stun locking them. So the cask is most useful on 2 to 4 players, or if you want to clear a creep wave. So now this Timber Saw is throwing out some chakrams on my Alk, and which is annoying since, yeah, well, he will almost die. So I'm going to deny creeps again, and here is where he decides to go in, and now I'm like, screw it, you're dead. Right click him, the Maledict is kicking in, the stun, and the Maledict will finish him off. So I got the kill with the Maledict there, because I used it when he was at full and he was almost down to 100 HP, so he lost like 400 to 500 HP, and then I do, yeah, well, I do around 100 bonus damage, so that secures the kill. So I'm sitting at 3 kills as a support, which is generally not a great idea since you want your carry to get the last hit, but with those kills it was mostly between me and Dazzle who would get the kill, since the Alk couldn't reach it, so then I'm pretty fine with it. Right now, since the Alchemist is not last hitting, I will take the opportunity to get some last hits myself. Because why not get those last hits if he couldn't get it? You need to be careful with that though, since you might be actually stealing last hits, since you might never know if he actually could reach those. Okay, now that one, for example, I stole that to get my Arcane Boots. So now I have Arcane Boots. What Arcane Boots do is it gives you 5 extra move speed over the what boots give. Boots give 50. And it gives you plus 250 mana. Good. And if you use this active, it gives everyone, including you around you, gives you 135 mana regen. So that's a regen. So here, Timber Saw is coming in. I throw Maledict out as early as possible, and I drop my ward. See how much damage this does? That Viper almost dies because of it. And I get the kill with the Maledict again on the Timber Saw, thanks to my ulti and that the Viper ran in. The Alchemist manages to secure a kill on him, but as you could see, that ward did a lot of damage. I mean, 60 damage per 0.25 seconds. in a and that's the radius of the ward, this circle. This is how far the ward is gonna reach. But if you calculate that, that is a 240 DPS. So 240 damage per second. And that is physical damage. So if you have 0 armor, it does 240 damage per second. And then that's before armor reduction, obviously. So 240 DPS for a level 6 witch doctor is a lot. If you can see, the most attacks are a little bit above 1 second per attack. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, because this is player perspective. Let me go to free camera, because there's stuff happening here. And the timber saw actually kills the dazzle. And is he going to get away? No, he's not. That's an easy kill for Alchemist. Okay, so let's go back to me. So I'm watching here. I'm planning on TPing mid, since I cannot help the guy's bot. And Alchemist is basically, well, won the lane, so he can farm alone. He can do it alone right now. So I'll take this opportunity to farm some creeps middle and try to get my mechanism. Mechanism is one of the best. Wow, I missed that last hit there. Mechanism is one of the best mid-game items to get. Every team needs to get one, in my opinion, since it gives everyone HP regen aura. So it gives everyone some HP. It gives everyone armor, and if you use the active effect, everyone around you gets healed for 250 health and gets another 2 bonus armor. So if you use that in team fights, it's amazing. It's really good. It can basically save the life of your teammates and then turn a fight around. So if you look at last hits and denies, our Alchemist is now basically out farming everyone. If you look at net worth, he's around 2,000 gold ahead of the rest. And I'm here at number 3 since I already have 4 kills. So now I think it's better for me to keep at net worth here. I grabbed an illusion rune, as you can see. Makes it easier for me the last hit. And I get this. And I already got a ring of health, still got my smoke, which I should have used way earlier, but we didn't really need it. Which is a good thing, I guess.
Bum tower denied for those evil bastards. Oh, they make me so mad.
And here I use a cask to clear the creep wave. But you can also deny towers, as you just heard.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And if you deny a tower, you can only deny it when it's at 10% or lower. But if you deny a tower, you deny the opponents 100 gold each. Since when you kill a tower, the one who gets the last hit gets 400 gold. Everyone else on the team gets 200 gold. If you deny it, their entire team gets 100 gold instead. So realistically, you deny them. If they get the last hit, you deny them around 6 to 800 gold, which is a lot of gold. Especially now, if you look at how close this net worth is here. These are just a few hundred gold away from each other. So that deny was pretty good by our silencer. So right now, it looks like there were a lot of people top, so I'm going to help out top. But then I saw that they were all heading middle, thanks to this observer ward here. And I'm heading back middle to defend the tower. I got my ulti up, I got my cask up, my Maledict. So this should go pretty well. We got silencer here in the bushes. And I'm just gonna throw out the cask to get some last hits. And it looks like they back off. If you look at the minimap here, the crosses are them, and we are the circle thingies. So they got 3 there. And meanwhile, Alchemist is still farming top. So right now we're creating space for him to farm, which is really good. Let me remove this again. I'm just gonna farm the wave again. Hopefully I get the last hit. I do, which is great. I did not get the deny in that catapult or siege creep, which is too bad. So I almost got the mech. I only need two properties. We can look at the mech here. Okay, so it gives 5 armor. Okay, so the aura of the mech is only the HP regen, and if you use the active effect, then it gives everyone 2 armor. But it gives yourself 5 to all attributes and 5 armor, which is really good. Which makes you pretty tanky in the early game. And right now we're closing in on the mid game. Alchemist is still free farming. Let me look at items after this fight. So here's Timbersaw again. Maledict. I see more people, ult for good measure, and he's dead. And I get the kill again. I mean, that ult. And right now Weaver just got a hand of Midas. Let me go to Weaver. Weaver's here, got a hand of Midas. If you get a hand of Midas 15 minutes in, it's not worth it anymore. So that's a bad choice on him. Meanwhile, we have a silencer.
Radiant's top towers.
We have a silencer here who's about to die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, we got their tower here. We got their top tower. So silencer has not gotten many items. Clockwork has his face boots. Alchemist has a Midas Shadow Blade. Alchemist got a Midas around 8-9 minutes, which is a good timing. And I almost got my mech. Do I have my mech already? Yeah, I do have my mech. This is a glitch, I think. So let's go to player perspective again.
Radiant's middle tower is under
attack. So I don't have to move the camera. My past me did this. So I have 5 kills right now, which is pretty good. We already have an observer ward here. Clockwork wants to get the haste rune, so I'm camping it for him. And he's being nice by giving me bottle charges. Because you can actually share bottle charges. Right now he puts a Venom ward there, so I'm just gonna kill it. Since, well, 3 gold. Come on, get it. The reason it took so long there is because you have a 25% miss chance on uphill shots, which only counts for range. So, so this is uphill. Can I draw? I can ping, but I can draw here. Anyway, there's a fight happening, and we kill the Venomancer. He's maledicted. I'm wondering if it kills. No, it will not kill. It will almost kill. Oh, that was close. That was really close. I mean, that's why Maledict, if you throw it out, it's a small thing to throw down, as you could see. But if you hit it early in the team fight and then you drop all your spells, even the most tanky heroes will drop pretty quickly.
Is under attack. Guys, radiant structures are fortified.
So Silencer uses its ultimate, which silences all the enemies. And meanwhile, yeah, we're just pressuring this tower, forcing out TP. I got hit by Viper's ulti, which means I will die. And there goes my mega kill streak, sadly. So I'm 5-1 and 2. Meanwhile, Alchemist TP's in, gets a kill. I don't think he gets another kill. Yeah, it's better for them to back up here. He might even die. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. So Crystal Maiden gets a kill on the Alchemist. Kind of a counter feat, if you ask me.
Yo, Greenders, something bad is
but
happening.
It took them long enough to get here that I'm respawned again, so I will immediately TP to the back of the tower and annoy them again. Throw out my cask. See the bounce. It bounces, it stuns them, it annoys them, and it basically forces them to go back. Because if I go in right there, drop my ult, and Dazzle heal graze me, which means I cannot die, then they all die. That's basically the gist of it. So right now, I'm gonna go for an Aghanim Scepter, and the reason is we'll look at Death Ward. Level 3 Death Ward bounces once, which means, there we go, and he goes in and gets a kill. Good job, Clockwork. And I pop my mech, we pop the grave, and there we go, he's almost at half again and he will live. I even pop my voodoo to give him some more HP. But the level 3 ward bounces once. So it goes from one target to the next, and then that's for one beam, and then it stops. So it effectively doubles your damage. And if you go for the Aghanim's upgrade, hi Weaver.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And there we
attack.
go, therefore it can be controlled, blah blah blah. But if you get an Aghanims, you get 30 more damage, so 150 damage per beam. That is 600 damage per second. For those who can do some easy calculations. 600 damage a second, and it bounces 4 times. 4 times at level 3. So imagine one little beam, which does 150 damage, bouncing 4 times every 0.25 seconds. So that's, if it bounces all 4 times, you have 600 damage from one little beam, and you have that every 0.25 seconds. That is 2,400 damage per second, if I did that right. And let me see, and it stays up 8 seconds. 8 seconds with 2,000 damage per second. If it bounces all 4 times, and it's level 3 with an Aghanim Scepter. You can calculate that. That's getting close to 2,000 damage. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a lot. I think that's one of the most damage a single skill can do. There we go, ward, and we get a kill. Easy kill. Don't even... I actually rarely use the full duration of the ward. But if you can hit the full duration on someone, then, well, they're screwed. Pretty much. So I really like the Aghanim Scepter on Witch Doctor. If I don't build, I have to build a mech. So let's say that Dazzle would have got on a mech. I will most likely rush the eggs, since it just does way too much damage. So right now it's the 90 damage that it does. And the Aghanim Scepter just adds 30 damage on top of that. I do have a point booster right here. So yeah, I'm sitting at 6, 1 and 4, which is pretty good for support. Not dying much is the most important thing. So right now, if you look at net worth, I'm at the second here. I'm second, and this game is pretty much under control. We have got the more towers up than they have, and Clockwork hooks in, and this is where we begin to counter feed. Boom! We walk in on a timber saw, and then this happens. I die. Crystal Maiden drops her ultimate, does a shit ton of damage. Alchemist dies. Clockwork dies. And Silencer dies because of the Weaver. So we kind of counter feed there. So you would say they would have a small chance of winning. If you look at the kill score, well, they're only 6 kills behind. But if you look at net worth, if you look at a gold graph, we're almost here. It's going back up a little. We're almost at, what is this? 8 to 9,000 gold ahead of them. We have been ahead entire game. So altogether we have around 9,000 more gold. We have 5,000 more experience. So we're just out leveling and out farming them. And the net worth chart reflects that. Go to me. And you can see Alchemist is a 4,000 ahead of their Viper. And 5,000 ahead of the Weaver. I am ahead of the Weaver in farm. And I actually said invis Crystal Maiden in all chat, but I knew she had a ward there, so I immediately put down a sentry, counter it, remove that observer ward. Since, as you can see, observer wards are so important. Let me look at free camera. Here, this ward gives us vision over this area, which is in a really important place since it guards Roshan. I hear an engagement. Right here. So observer wards give you a lot. Thanks to this observer ward, we can see right here there's a haste rune. Observer wards give you vision. Vision wins games, and that's why, as a support, you should buy observer wards. Easy as that. So Viper picks up Sanji Yasha. Crystal Maiden picks up Necrobook. And Necrobook on Crystal Maiden. She is really squishy, 980 HP. Not a great choice. I mean, our most squishy hero is Dazzle with 906 HP. Would we have Shallow Grave? which can keep him alive. We have Shadow Wave, which can heal for 100. We have my mech, which heals for 200. So we are tankier than you might think, and they do not have a mech. Venno is still building his mech, which is way too late, and yeah. So there's a fight going on. They're still trying to get our mid tier 1 tower, while they only have 2 outer towers remaining. So basically, right now I think their problems in the draft were not getting many disables. They only have 1 in the form of Crystal Maiden. And that is a soft disable, since you can still cast. Oh well, that's an easy kill on a Venno. I get a assist, and there's a ward! Ta 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 ta, and you're dead.
Radiant's top tower.
And I get another kill. So I'm 8, 2 and 5. As a support witch doctor, I had a lot of fun this game.
Thing is about to get knocked over.
So right now you can easily guess who's going to win. And usually it's pretty difficult to come back from this. So, well, you still gotta execute and finish. Execute. So now I passed the Viper net worth, which is pretty funny. If you look at last hits, 108, not that much actually. I get ultied by the Viper. Assault Cuirass is up on Alchemist, and now he's going to hit hard. When Alchemist gets his Assault Cuirass, that's when it's time to kill. So I get a kill on the Viper with my Maledict, and we finish off the Venomancer, the Crystal Maiden. So I think that's the tier 2 tower for us. Yeah, I think we got a free tier 2 tower there. Gold per minute. Net worth. If you look, Alchemist is out of control. He can carry the game right now. He's vastly out farming the entire enemy team. I'm going to place down a sentry there because I thought, well, that's a really common observer ward spot to put your observer ward, since it gives you vision over the entire area, since that is the highest place. Because if you put an observer ward next to a tree, you can't see past the tree obviously, but that spot is above all the trees. So we actually smoke here while they had an observer there.
Yo, green
But,
dudes, something bad
if you use a smoke, you cannot be seen by observers or sentries. And if you get close to an enemy, then your smoke breaks, but they already got a kill. I was like, I'm gonna swoop around to back here, get around to back, but we already got the Weaver, which is a pretty important target.
Fortified.
So now we are just content on pushing out the wave and going for the tier 2 tower. I just pinged out when, well, let's just attack the tier 2. And if you look at my gold and my stash, I'm, what is it, 200 away? Well, a little less. Almost 200, 500 away from my Aghanim, so I'm gonna go mid, since they're pushing in mid again, and I'm going to defend it. And I get a last hit there. Can I get the siege creep? Oh, can I get it? I do not, but Venomancer is so nice to put down some free money for me. I'm just gonna use my cask to clear the creeps. Instead of 14-second cooldown, that's pretty okay. I can last hit with that.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There we go. And 100 gold remaining. And then I will have my Aghanims complete. And then the dagger will do a lot. So let me close the door. There we go. So meanwhile, up top, as you can see here, we're right here we're fighting. But it looks like Crystal Maiden is getting a double kill, and we're actually getting destroyed. So I was like, let's help him. And then I saw them all die. I was like, I'll just back off. I get my axe. So if you look at it now, Death Ward attack bounces 4 times. And it increases the damage. So there will be an instance where it shows the damage I can do. Oh, keep in mind though, that I was talking about 2000 damage, 2400. That is split on 4 enemies. So it's still 600 DPS for 4 enemies combined. So 600 times 8 is it's around 5,000 damage on 4 enemies. It's pretty good. It can... Let me see. 600 times 8, 5,000 damage. That's usually a kill, if you ask me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, and of course, and usually after 2 seconds they run away, but it still does a lot of damage. It can easily swing team fights. If you have, say, a Magnus with the RP, and he RPs 5 people in the place, and you put this ward next to it, you are pretty... it's pretty likely that you're getting a rampage. Yeah, pretty much. So we get a basher now on the alchemist. So alchemist has assault cuirass and now a basher. So he is pretty fat. He will easily carry us to victory. He has 5 kills. If you look at the scoreboard, oh, there's a weaver there. If you look at the scoreboard, you can see he has 5 kills. I have 9. I've been getting most of the kills and, well, looking pretty good. I think right now we want to go Roshan. Yeah, I'm gonna get the regen. Oh no, we're gonna give clockwork. And now we're gonna go Rosh. I think. Rock it on. Yeah, we're gonna go. So Roshan, we're gonna kill Roshan. And most of my skills do not work on Roshans, sadly, so I'm just gonna right click it and pop my mech. But Roshan gives you the Aegis of the Immortal, which gives someone a second life, which in our case will of course be the Alchemist.
Hey, someone said Rosh. Maybe they're doing Rosh. Wait, Dire did Rosh.
So Alchemist has the Aegis now. And I'm going to select the 4-staff and get myself some observers or sentries. One of the two. But anyway, the point is, we got Roshan. Right now we're going to push for their base. We're going to try to take some barracks or Raxus in short. Let me see what can I. Okay, there we have a ward, a sentry. There's a sentry lane, which we cannot see, of course. You cannot see enemies' wards unless you place a sentry. So we see a clockwork hookshot. So we're gonna go in. Okay, if we're not going to push middle, we're gonna push bottom instead. And there they are.
Radiant's middle tower is under. That's a 2-fast.
And I got a double kill there, which I did not see because it got interrupted by parents. So I'm gonna rewind. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go again. He's glitching. Okay. Watch it bounce. Da 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 da. It gonna bounce, and I got a double kill. Okay. So you most likely saw that before I did, but if you just look at the damage, all 5 of them were forced to retreat. I mean, and right now the Weaver's getting Maledicted. He will most likely time lapse that away. Crystal Maiden gets used, and she will die. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a sentry there. Why not? So we pretty much wiped them. There's a TP from Weaver coming there. I didn't notice that. I was going on him. Just poke him, force him to go back to base. So yeah. Pop my arcane boots. Watch your Viper, eat his ult. Be like, oh whatever, we got plenty of heals.
Radiant structures are
as you can see, I'm using my voodoo to heal the team. Heal Scepter on him. Viper's the Venomancer looks like he might die. Clockwork hooks in, gets a kill. Easy kill, Silencer gets it. We use the grave to keep our alchemist alive, and remember, he still has Aegis. And if he dies right here, I think he will die. Does he die? No, he actually lives. Triple kill for the Silencer. I throw out my stun. I don't have mana anymore, so I cannot use my ulti, but I still get the kill there. actually.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
So I get the 4 star and yeah.
Turns out Radiant's
Alchemist
bottom
still has his Aegis, so he has a second life. If you have Aegis and you die, you wait 3 seconds and then you come back to life on the spot you died. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
yeah.
Can we pause, please? I'm terrified beyond the capacity.
Just gonna
for
throw my
rational
stun, annoying him. Be like, okay, whatever. I just wanted to get my 4 staff, thank you. Clockwork hooks in again. We keep him alive with the grave, so he cannot die. He wants to kill though. We get a silence storm, which means this timber saw cannot do much. They get pretty much countered by silences. And now I have 1 mana for my ulti.
The square root of
And there goes the silencer, he finally dies. It looks like I might even die. But no, I have 4 staff and a mech. I will not use the mech though. Stick charges. There's... He hooks in and I pop my ult and he runs back out.
tower is under
Like,
attack.
get away, you annoying piece of little bug. Almost killed him right there. Oh, there's my... That's my... Oh, that's... Okay, that's weird. That's my mouse. So, we back off. We get 1 set of racks. Alchemist is actually pushing in.
Radiant's
the
top
top
tower
racks.
is under attack. Oh man, this is totally harshing my mellow.
I'm wondering if I will notice that and watch that. But Alchemist actually gets the top tower. Pretty good. I'm gonna go back to base and heal. Okay, right now we'll watch. There, the Aegis were popped. And he looks pretty dead to me. So, yeah, there he goes. He dies. Orchid on silencer. As if people weren't shutting up already. So right now I have 12 kills, 2 assists, 2 deaths, I'm sorry, and 11 assists. Pretty good, right? Net worth, I'm second. Our entire team is up on net worth. So you look at the gold graph. Almost at 2,000, over 2,000, almost 25,000 gold lead. 20,000 experience lead, and we're just completely stomping them right now. We're easily winning the team fights late game. So give a double damage rune to his silencer. And hey, there's a Weaver there. Bye, Weaver. So right now I am going to build a site of ice, since it will turn people into sheep. Because yeah, the site of ice is the sheep stick. Right now I bought a dust for the Weaver, so we could easily kill Weaver. And Weaver gets a 37-minute Lincoln Sphere. Good job, Weaver. That hand of Midas really paid off. Not. So Weaver made questionable items. Venomancer has good items. Crystal Maiden has Necro 3, which is a stupid item on Crystal Maiden. Viper has Sign to Yasha, which is questionable. But he gets a kill. And Timbersaw has good items, but he has had his items for like 10 minutes, so. Ulti! And run! Easy kill there. Easy assist for me. Yeah, so from the 39 kills we have, I contributed or got the kill in 26 of them, which is pretty good. But that's me, I am at most fights, so I'm not that great of a carry player in that regard, since I do not farm that much. Although here I do take my time to farm some creeps. 88 last hits as a support is okay. I mean, if you look at last hits. Last hits. 166 for Alchemist at 38-minute mark isn't that much either. So we've been fighting a lot. But I'm sitting right here as second of my team actually. So yeah. Net worth, buyback. I have buyback, Elk has buyback. All the others do not have buyback, obviously. But I have my ultimate orb, so I think I will just buy that. Yeah, here we go. Usually it's better to not buy it unless you can put it in your inventory straight away, since you want to save for buyback. But didn't really feel the need to go for buyback right here. I mean, we're kind of owning. So don't really have much to say right now. Things I did wrong, that was that one feed down bottom. That went really wrong. Should have not been so aggressive, but right here, this is run everyone! Run away you fools! And I get a kill. And everyone runs away, so let's pause. Let's pause right here. Look at them. Weaver, half HP. Viper, half HP. Crystal Maiden, almost dead. Him, almost dead. Here. That Witch Doctor rolls. Run, people! And Venomancer died. And that was how long into the duration? That wasn't even that long. That was like 4 seconds of my ult. And we get a hook shot on Viper. Viper is dead. Clockwork gets the kill. I just put on my heal and Alchemist goes to town. Goodbye. Goodbye. So that is pretty much GG. This game is in the books. Gold lead 25,000, experience lead 20,000. Not even that big of a lead, but we have a lead and we managed to maintain the lead and just kill them.
Is under attack.
So I think this will be over pretty soon. So what I could have done better this game was not try to steal as much kills, even though it was pretty fun stealing kills. Other than that, my 2 deaths were both because of me overextending, going too far in, underestimating my ability to survive. So, but other than that, I think I played pretty well. Yeah.
Okay, that really is GG. Good guys, middle ranks is in pieces. Radiant's middle ranks.
So that's pretty much GG. That was a really good game by me. I think I played pretty well. Got obviously got a lot of kills, a lot of assists, and I think I played a pretty good support. I mean, our Alchemist can carry right here, so if your carry can carry, you've pretty much done your job as support. And I'm like, oh wait, I'm Graved, I can just pop my ult here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, die. Okay, let's look at that again, because I want to. Okay. 30 seconds back. So what happens? He makes... Okay, so first I pop my Maledict. He pops his Weave, which means everyone gets minus armor. And then he graves me, which means I cannot die for 5 seconds. So I'm like, okay, I'm popping my ulti. And this happens. 1, 2, 3, triple kill. And I even survived. That felt so great. And I TP home. Yes. And I barely managed to survive.
Gott in Himmel.
So right now we're just cleaning up. That was such a great ultimate. Triple kill, 16, 2 and 16.
Oh man, this is totally hurting my mellow.
And that's 1 tower down. He has Abyssal Blade. Clockwork is farmed. I'm farmed. Everyone's farmed. This is pretty much GG. So there you go.
Yo, good guys. Middle tower got owned. What you gonna do? Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
And now, what's also really fun to do as Witch Doctor is when they're all standing here in base, is go stand over here, drop your ultimate here, and then kill their entire fountain. But I didn't get the chance to do that. So that's going to be the game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, rate, subscribe. And Witch Doctor is pretty good if he gets an axe. So yeah, I got 16 kills, 16 assists, got a godlike triple kill. Pretty good game if you ask me. So again, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.